She's just been a savage, stealing my intellectual property, stealing my ideas.
Not Beyoncé getting dragged back into that wild voodoo drama again. People are saying she's diving deep into that same dark energy just to help herself and Jay-Z escape the shadows of what they supposedly did with Diddy. The wildest part? Folks have been whispering for years that Beyoncé's into witchcraft, even claiming she kept strange stuff in her home for rituals. But now, it looks like the so-called receipts are finally surfacing. And they're coming straight from her former nanny. The rumors say it's way darker than anyone thought. Word in the streets is Jay-Z's money isn't hitting like it used to, and Beyoncé's the one carrying their billionaire image on her back. That might explain why she's been working non-stop, touring with injuries, launching brand after brand, like she's racing the clock. And let's not forget, the witchcraft rumors didn't just pop up yesterday, they followed her since the start of her career. But everything exploded when her former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, who toured with her for years, suddenly quit in the middle of the On the Run 2 tour.
He said when I was a kid, I never would want to regret anything, but this I regret. I regret that we ever worked together.
Kimberly accused Beyoncé of doing some extreme spiritual stuff behind closed doors. Kimberly even said that after she left, Beyoncé allegedly had people contact her, warning her not to take things public. It got so intense that Kimberly filed a restraining order against her because she said she was genuinely scared for her safety. This situation sounds messier than anyone imagined. Kimberly stayed silent for years after everything blew up, mostly because people were calling her crazy and even showing up at her house leaving hate letters. That kind of pressure would shake anyone. But just a few months ago, she finally broke her silence. And wow, she came with a lot to get off her chest. She revealed she deeply regrets ever working for Beyoncé, saying that ever since she spoke out, her whole career has been blacklisted. She hasn't been able to book a single job in the industry. On top of that, she claimed Beyoncé's own sister, Solange, was also tied up in the same so-called spiritual activity. That revelation had everyone losing their minds. People actually started believing Kimberly this time, especially when Solange's name came up. Not long before that, when Nicki Minaj went live and started going off on Jay-Z and Beyoncé, Solange suddenly stepped in and things got strange. She allegedly performed some spiritual stuff right when Nicki was still ranting online. The wildest part? Solange posted this eerie photo on Instagram showing demons to idols she worships, and because of the exact timing, the internet exploded. Fans swore she was sending a warning to Nicki, like, if she didn't stop talking about her family, Solange would call on her idols and cast some kind of curse. Whether true or not, people couldn't stop talking about it. Nicki clearly got the message because right after that post, she went silent. It was like someone hit the mute button on her. That's when the rumors really started spreading like wildfire, especially after the well-known gossip blogger Storm Monroe jumped in and dropped his own shocking claims. He accused Beyoncé of being some kind of Hollywood high priestess, tied to deep spiritual forces that most people wouldn't even believe exist. According to Storm, Beyoncé is heavily connected to a powerful spirit known as Oshun, a deity that he claimed holds serious influence in the entertainment world. He even said Madonna once held the title of highest-ranking witch in Hollywood, but now Beyoncé has supposedly taken that crown. Storm said that's exactly why the industry treats her like royalty, showering her with awards and endless praise. But here's where things got really dark. Storm claimed that all that fame and fortune might come with a price. He alleged that the recognition Beyoncé receives could be linked to personal sacrifices involving her family, especially her twins, Rumi and Sir. He even compared how different they seem from their big sister, Blue Ivy, which made the internet spiral into wild speculation. After Storm dropped all that, people went digging non-stop, looking for any hints, old photos, or strange stories that could back up his claims. The online world went crazy trying to piece everything together. What's wild is that Beyoncé herself might have sparked some of these rumors without even meaning to. When she introduced her famous alter ego, Sasha Fierce, she openly said that whenever she performs as Sasha, she feels completely possessed. Beyoncé explained that she's actually very shy by nature and that she can only deliver those larger-than-life performances when Sasha Fierce fully takes control of her body. She once shared, "Right before I performed for the BET Awards, I raised my hands up and it was the first time I felt something else come into me. She said that moment marked her coming out night when Sasha Fierce officially took over the stage. That confession left people stunned, and it gave rise to even more talk about what might really be going on behind the scenes. But just when everyone thought things couldn't possibly get any darker, a former Beyoncé dancer named Khadijah Shari stepped up with her own shocking story. She accused Beyoncé of allegedly paying people to come after her child as payback for walking away once she supposedly discovered the witchcraft side of things. Khadijah went off online saying, "Are you serious? You called for my child to be hurt, you evil witch. At Essence, check on my child. I'm about to blow this through the roof. Beyoncé, you went too far." The post spread instantly and had everyone in disbelief. Whether true or not, that claim took the whole controversy to another level. Then came an even wilder twist. Khadijah posted another message that had everyone's jaw on the floor. She wrote, "I'm the child you offered to be a star. You forgot you were only supposed to be the star on the tree. Giving out orders for takeouts never fit your fame. When it was happening to me, I stayed quiet for my career. But not when it's my goddaughter. I'll blow your world up." Destiny's Child. You're really Jigga Man. That post went viral in seconds and set social media on fire. But the storm didn't stop there. Last year, Jaguar Wright jumped into the chaos during a heated interview with Pi Morgan, the same one that reportedly had Beyoncé and Jay-Z threatening to file lawsuits. Jaguar didn't hold back one bit. She straight up accused Beyoncé of practicing witchcraft inside her own home. According to Jaguar, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were allegedly keeping the remains of people they supposedly harmed, using them for spiritual rituals. It was one of the boldest claims anyone had made about them. And here's the kicker. Word in the street says Jaguar got all that information from Beyoncé's former nanny. Nobody's revealed who this nanny really is, but the gossip says she worked for Bey and Jay right around the time the twins were born. She allegedly quit after seeing what she called too much dark energy behind closed doors. Fans are still debating if there's truth to it, but the story just keeps getting crazier. When the former nanny saw Jaguar tearing into Beyoncé and Jay-Z, she allegedly reached out to her right away, ready to unload everything she'd been holding back. She supposedly told Jaguar that she'd seen enough to know the rumors weren't all made up, but she was too scared to say it herself. The nanny believed Jaguar was bold enough to speak what everyone else was whispering behind closed doors. Still, she didn't want to come forward publicly, not after seeing what happened to Beyoncé's ex-drummer and former dancer, who both got shut out of the industry after speaking up. People online started saying that Solange had already exposed herself as someone who practices witchcraft, and yet folks still keep acting like all these women are just making it up. The drama surrounding this whole situation is wild. Now, the craziest part is new whispers are popping up that this former nanny might have kept actual proof, like photos, recordings, or journal notes locked away somewhere for her own protection. People online are saying she's sitting on evidence that could shake up the whole industry if it ever came out. Some even claim she's been getting quiet threats to make sure she stays hidden. Meanwhile, fans are digging deeper, connecting old interviews, cryptic posts, and strange coincidences between Beyoncé's tours and all these wild stories. Every time something strange happens around her brand, people bring up these same dark allegations all over again. And what's even more suspicious, the nanny supposedly told Jaguar that there's a whole circle in Hollywood that protects Beyoncé. Powerful people who make sure her name never gets dragged too far. If that's true, then it explains why every time someone tries to expose her, the whole story just vanishes overnight. This saga is getting too real. But just when everyone thought the chaos was dying down, boom, another twist hit the internet. A so-called insider came forward claiming that Beyoncé's camp is quietly trying to track down anyone who's been spreading these stories, especially the nanny. People are saying her team is working overtime to clean up anything that could make her look bad. And get this! Some blogs are hinting that the nanny might already be hiding overseas. Rumor has it she left the country after someone close to Beyoncé allegedly showed up near her home. Whether that's true or not, it's got folks online convinced there's way more to this story than anyone wants to admit. Meanwhile, fans are split. Some still ride for Beyoncé no matter what, saying it's all just hate and jealousy, while others swear the energy around her fame has always been off. One thing's for sure, the more people try to silence the rumors, the louder they seem to get. Something's definitely brewing behind the scenes. Now, here's where things get even wilder. A few YouTubers claim they've been contacted by anonymous sources trying to drop secret files about Beyoncé's hidden life. These sources allegedly say they've got screenshots, private recordings, and old contracts that could prove everything fans have been whispering about for years. Nobody's seen these so-called receipts yet, but the internet is already losing its mind over the possibilities. What's strange is that every time one of these creators tries to upload something about it, their videos suddenly get flagged or deleted within hours. People are starting to think someone high up is pulling strings to keep it all under wraps. At the same time, Beyoncé's silence is making things even more suspicious. No statements, no legal threats, nothing. Some fans think she's ignoring it to keep her image clean, while others believe she's quietly preparing her next big move to shut it all down for good. Either way, the buzz online is unstoppable. It's like everyone's waiting for the next bombshell to drop any second now. Pathetic or not, people are saying it's time to start thinking with some common sense. One person online wrote, "At first I thought all these claims were straight up crazy, but now I'm not even surprised anymore." Beyoncé herself once said her grandma used to burn candles so her mom could have her. That sounds a little too familiar with all this spiritual talk. That comment alone had everyone going back to old interviews, replaying her words, and trying to connect the dots. So now the big question is, do you really think Beyoncé could be mixed up in some kind of black magic? Or are all these stories just wild exaggerations that got blown out of proportion? And what about Jay-Z? Could she actually be doing all this to pull him out of those supposed financial issues? This entire situation has the internet divided and people can't stop debating. So what's your take on it? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I want to know what you think, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you want more deep dives into the wildest celebrity scandals.